Legend of Total War here with part 3, and the final part of this particular Saving a Disaster campaign. So, I'm not going to do a 4th episode, I don't think we need to. But, it's been tougher than I thought at first it was going to be super tough, and we got past that first bit, but after that I thought would be okay. But then they started rolling in here with really strong anti-large armies, and it's been tough. Our army's taken a beating, if not for the extra replenishment, we really would have died by now. But things are looking okay, but not fixed. Now, we need to get this army back up to scratch. We lost 5 units in the previous battle. Now, I'd love to get more of these, but the problem is I have to sit here for 2 turns. Now, we've got so much damage here that we'd go back up to full strength in 2 turns, but that army there is a major concern, and I don't know how long we can really justify staying here. It would be better, I think, to just build units that take 1 turn to recruit, even though I wouldn't be able to get... Didn't I recruit a bunch of things? Oh, I took a break, yeah, I see. Yeah, when you run legendary difficulty, you exit the game, it just goes to the last quick save. So, what should I get instead? I just need to fill up the army with stuff. This will do. Like I said, I want these units, but if we just hold on a little bit longer, we could get Steganons. Now, I'm not going to build that here right now because I don't think I'm going to be able to hold this region. I'm going to keep that there for the time being. I have to get back over here. Yeah, I already did a bunch of stuff here. What did I build in this spot again? Yeah, I went with that. Hang on. See, that'll have to go in the 5th slot. That's if you even want to get that. Let me just see here. I mean, you don't need them. No public order building. It's alright. So yeah, next turn we need to make a beeline straight back there. We'll have fully replenished by the time we get here. Hopefully this guy hasn't done any more damage. Yeah. And hopefully another army doesn't come around here. This is a big problem. They recruit so damn fast that by the time we've killed off one of their army, they've already spawned another one. And they're getting stronger. But yeah, if we fill up our army with regular Stegadons, that's just the end of them. On a field battle, you would probably be able to take on 2 Skaven stacks with that. It'd be easier actually if it was on small unit scale because of the way the artillery works. So what are they going to do? I hope they're going to take the Golden Tower. But what are they going to do? Good. Because then they still have to deal with this rebellion. That's not going to go away. That settlement was lost to us no matter what. There'd actually be quite a few turns from getting here, but it's going to revolt soon, which could actually get in their way. I'm not paying you that much for a non-aggression pact. Considering our missions are aligned, I'd happily accept a non-aggression pact, but I'm not paying for it. It's good that it did so much damage to their army. Alright. So, back up to full strength, although slightly weaker than before because one Feral Bastillodon died. We could make our way over here. If we got to Uatek, that's their capital. Sometimes the best defense is a good offense. And...
Nordwall says no.
What's that army got left now?
Not my fault.
Like, they lost some units, but... Otherwise, as well, these guys here might capture Scraghole. Can't have that. This should belong to us. Now, this province here will revolt soon. But if they take it, then Skaven will send effort, and we'll get sort of like an alarm when it is captured. Well, I don't need this province. We can always cancel our agreements with them later down the track. It is definitely going to revolt here. How much time are we going to have? Oh, I didn't build anything here. I forgot to build that there. God damn it. What else do I need? We need money. Right. Yeah, you know, just don't worry about that shit. Just trying to think what to do. Like, that's good as well. I'm gonna assume that we're not going to lose this settlement. Wow, we got a lot of money. Because I've been looting like crazy. So that helps to reduce upkeep for Stegodons, so don't worry about that too much. So, what are we doing here? Could recruit another skink chief. Don't really need it right this very second. We've got 2 in here. We don't even need the 2. This could increase our income. I could just come over here and sack it, and that would give them the opportunity to capture it easily. That might actually be our best bet. Because, yeah, they weren't going to capture this. So I'll help them out with this. I'll clear out the garrison, allow them to capture it without a fight. And then, at least from this side here, they'll act as a buffer. That way we can work from the Golden Tower out that way. Of course, they might not even take the settlement. But I'll leave it up to them. So we're just going to sack this. Let's go. So this unit here, we probably shouldn't keep that or put it into combat. This isn't going to be enough, we'll be fine. Just make it go quickly. Yeah, I'm going to put them up on the walls. They don't really matter that much, but them standing around here doing nothing isn't going to help anyone. Oh, that's nice of them. The gate's not destroyed yet. Can't get everyone in until it is. It's kind of stupid how even if the gate's open, you can't get them through. Right, you just come stand over here. Like I said, no huge concern here. They're not warp lightning cannons, they're not going to do any damage to us. They'll do more damage to them, to their own units. Why does it keep moving that back over here? little bit damaged, nothing major. Like I said, I'm not concerned by this. I think the auto-resolve just gave them a lot of balance of power because of the walls. Because yeah, Warhammer 2, they really don't want you to auto-resolve sieges, which is fair enough, but the sieges are the most boring battles. Especially when the odds are way in your favor, but auto-resolve just doesn't let you do it. Okay, let's get over here. Thank you. Get down. Get back over here. Did it again. Alright, we can probably bring him in now. He's not the most damaged unit anymore. I think this one is. Oh no, it's still more damage, but it doesn't matter. Good, nice and quick, that's what I wanted. Didn't want to spend too much longer on this. Especially considering we're not keeping it, it's just sacking it. I wouldn't say that that was a big victory, but whatever. So yeah, now make a beeline back to the capital and start replacing our units with regular Stegodons, although financially we probably can't afford that right now. Well, if I get the Golden Tower back, that'll provide enough money to recruit 2 of them.
Take what you want.
We've left that settlement completely undefended. Right, that's up to you now to go and take it. Okay, this would be better. That way it will definitely revolt this turn. We can defeat the revolt and then just keep moving. Alright, I'm going to assume we're going to keep this region. We need the money more so than we need the ancient plaques. And since we're going to assume we're going to keep it, let's build this as well. And what else should we build here? This would be useful, but we really do need public order so it doesn't revolt again. I'm not going to keep that there. It belongs in a minor settlement. Alright, good. So we won't get as much replenishment, but it's not a big deal. Okay, it's good they've occupied it, saves me having to do it. They'll be using the global recruitment there to recruit. And they're recruiting another army. That probably means they're going to recruit good units as opposed to trash. And that means it'll take a little while for them to do it, buying us time to get over there. But if it gets to full strength, I might not be able to handle it. Since our army is a little bit weaker. Arguably, I mean... We've increased Kroq-Gar's stats, because he's leveled up a lot, and well, Queek would have leveled up a little bit. Good, they took it. Alright.
No,
Are they going to help me with this?
Token stash.
Doesn't look like it. Auto-resolve here should be sufficient. Even though we took a lot of damage, it doesn't matter. Jeez, a lot of damage. We'll have fully replenished by the time we get back there, so it's okay. This is why we manually resolve these rebellions at the beginning of the campaign. Or beginning of the SYDC, not now. Alright, force march back to Kevin's Sotek. We get extra replenishment from there. Just a little bit. Like I said, we'll be at full strength by the time we get back. Public order's okay. Just need the corruption to go away. But if we have a look at that, there's no osmosis coming in from here, so that'll clear out. Getting a skink priest of heavens would be very valuable. Build that in there. That'll take some time though. Yeah, I still need Beast Driver. Yeah, I think it's hit like max replenishment now. But because you can only replenish 50% per turn, that's the max cap. The bonus now for increasing it further so that if he ever goes into red territories, he can get that extra replenishment. This one here still got public order issues, but the corruption is going away. There's no more osmosis here. We've cleared that out. I don't think we're going to have a revolt here.
Quick says no.
Creek's level 26. I wonder he put up such a big fight in the previous episode. Alright, moving on. I think things are starting to sort itself out now. Using these guys to act as a buffer. And the south, we'll hit them in our central territory, come out over here, and then when Clan Moors is either pieced out or just outright defeated, then you can just cancel your treaties with the High Elves and finish them off later. Kind of want them to attach their heroes into the army so that we can kill them. I wonder if they've already confederated with Clan Pestilence. But then again, we probably would have seen Kroq by now. Nagaron's up to there. Don't worry about it. Trying to keep up with them on legendary difficulties. Very difficult, and you've lost your momentum so now, so just don't even worry about it. Let the other factions deal with it. Alright, let's head over to here. We'll be able to hit their next turn, and like I said, we'll be at full strength. Now, at Temple of Skulls, corruption's increasing. There's going to be another rebellion here. Oh well. They seem to be recruiting quickly. If they're recruiting quickly, they're either recruiting garbage, or they're just getting cheats. They might be at full strength by the time we get there. We're at full strength here. Well. Yeah, okay. Alright, what else can we build? Lots of money, so that's good. There's going to be another revolt here eventually. Exempting it from taxation is not going to help much. But it will buy us an additional turn. That'll halve the amount of time. Or double the amount of time. There's still devastation as well. So if we repair this, that'll buy us a little bit extra time. That'll also provide more time. And corruption's going away. We might just be able to scrape by without a rebellion, because I'm not going back there for a while. Let's have a look in diplomacy. I haven't done any of that. So we've managed to push up our strength ranking a fair bit, but we can't get any agreements. Yeah, because we've lost connection to a port through our capital. Right, moving on. Don't even bother with intervention armies. Complete waste, because you end up going to war with the faction as well. So yeah, like I said, if the Dark Elves eventually finish their last ritual, and you haven't even done your first, it's fine. Just you know, you can teleport to that. They're coming over here, are they? Well, that stops our replenishment, but at the same time, we've got the garrison here to assist us. Oh, they backed off. Well, that's even better. Because we'll still get the replenishment. He's right in front of us now. Oh, man, they are recruiting so fast. Yeah, I was right. They were recruiting garbage. Because I know that most of these units were already in there. This is just trash. It'll be easy to beat. The garrison seems like it's going to come out on the first round as well. Alright, cool. Right, so in this battle here, we just need to make sure that we don't defeat Queek. We're not going to be able to get to Serpent Coast this turn. It wouldn't be a good idea for us to do that either, because if we did, we'd get dogpiled by whatever the hell's here. Clear him out first. I know, we might be able to still reach there. But it might not be worth it, because we won't be at full strength. And before we move on beyond the Golden Tower, or whatever the fuck the settlement's called, it's time to steg it on up. First to go are definitely going to be those skinks. And then yes, steg it on up. Okay, go rush at them, and then we'll decide what to do with these guys here. Once the battle's already underway. You come up over this way, you come round over here. And you like come over here. Okay, they're going to be replaced anyway. Here's the thing, if we kill Queek, then we have to fight the army again. If we don't, then we don't. So the order at which we'll disband certain units: Skinks, then the Blessed Cold Ones, and then the Bastillodons. Yeah. Using it as an ammunition soak. And that's fine, because like I said, we're not going to keep them anyway. I can replace them immediately. Oh wait, no, I can replace them when I get to the other side. And it doesn't matter. Get over here, there's a big ball over here, that's just me.
Out of the shoulders, we come.
Things going well here. Get back over here now. All going well. That guy came back. So where's... Okay, there's Quake. He's not going down anytime soon. It's kind of weird how we have to try not to kill someone. Just about over. So we want to do damage to him, just don't finish him off. Alright, there we go. Let him go. Good. Evenly spread out casualties to some extent. It's not a Pyrrhic victory. I think it's because of those skinks. Because they always get wrecked in these battles. And too much balance of power was weighed on them. Because it looks to here like we've lost half our army, but it's just not the case. Like I said, if we don't kill him, he gets wiped out. Okay, we can still make it to Serpent Coast, but if we do that, there might be a counterattack. There's definitely going to be a revolt here, so now would be the best time to do it. It'll get rid of the instability. Alright, you got 4 points left to distribute here. What's it going to be? So that'll help Stegodon's extra armor, charge bonus, and leadership. Leadership doesn't matter that much. But what else is there? Making Kroq-Gar a little bit better. Don't need any of this stuff. Don't need any more here. Thing is with this one, it does give us extra weapon strength, but alright, we'll do that. You don't really need armor. He's already got plenty. After a certain amount of armor, it just becomes redundant. Yeah, to a small extent. That's bullshit, but we can handle this, obviously. Yeah, as if this is an even fight. Imagine if I had auto-resolved this and lost. How ridiculous would that have been? Oh, I'm not going to give it that chance. It could be also that they're going to spawn like shitloads of they might have put in a lot of food for the underway menace below thing. This really shouldn't take that long. Yeah, that was a totally even fight. Yeah, we took so much damage on that. I wouldn't have auto-resolved it anyway, because I can't afford any of these to get nuked.
Occupy. Good. Loyal to you.
So we're going to loot and occupy just to get that extra replenishment. All of the instability is going to go away anyway, so it doesn't matter. But that extra replenishment will just keep us a little bit stronger, maybe preventing them from making an attack. Just repair this stuff, no big deal. Okay, public order here is not great. We could always just exempt it. Sort of. Over here, it's only at -1 now. Long time before it will revolt. We've still got the military crackdown bonus, and there's also corruption, but that's rapidly going away. Let's upgrade Caverns of Sotek, which will provide extra public order, right? Yep. And this for even more. We might be able to get rid of that eventually. But not right now. Can't justify taxing it. We can't have a revolt there. So yeah, it'd be good once he gets to rank 18. You could probably justify giving the Pterodon a go. They're pretty good flying around. So if you go with Guerrilla Fighter, you can't get the Pterodon. Because it used to be that you had to get the Pterodon before you get the Stegodon, but now it doesn't. You don't need to. I'm not entirely 100% sure about that, so you don't need this, so maybe just leave it. I'll tell you what, playing this campaign really makes me want to play Lizardman again. But I want to wait for the DLC. I just don't know when it's coming. Don't know why it took him so long. That might be better. Okay, so... let's see here. Guess this will really come in handy for the extra recruitment capacity. When the time comes. 2 more turns until we can get the regular Stegodons. That's what we want. Okay. Everything seems pretty stable. Let's check diplomacy now that we've got a port again.
At your service, I bid you welcome in the name of the king. As you say.
Good, extra money. Zatlan. How about that trade agreement? Oh well. I guess we've traded most of our goods over to them anyway.
What happened in my long absence?
Okay. Decent increased income. It's fine. We've made most of our money through looting stuff anyway. Alright, we're good. Let's move on. It's really coming under control now. That's good. As long as we see this white, we know that this area here is safe. So I think I made a good call there to sack it. Because if we had occupied it, it'd just revolt. And hopefully the High Elves will put a fair bit of effort into pushing them back. Got all the time in the world. Well, we've got a long time before we need to worry about that. It's probably like 6 or 7 turns before they attack. Don't want to leave Serpent Coast undefended. Need to take Golden Tower so they can build that building that's worth a lot of money. Because this army is going to be very expensive again soon.
Not enough warpstone.
Let's start with him. I was hoping he'd stand and fight. Well, that's easy. Probably best I don't loot and occupy, because should have sacked it so I could have... Oh, whatever. The sun is done. It's still going to be at level 1. I'm not going to build this up just yet because they might take this back. I've got to get back here now. Well, I've got to get rid of this guy. He's probably going to run away. Guess we'll see. Okay, I will upgrade that. We can always just cancel it. Over here, public order's gotten slightly worse. Maybe because of the enemy agents. Anyway, those defenses will hold for a good long while if it revolts. Alright, anything else we want here? We don't have to build walls, but it is useful. Because building these is also good as well. You want to get as many skink chiefs as possible for all your armies. But, you know, one for each of your armies. Or more, who cares? Just, yeah, they're good. They're just really good. Alright, we can get this again, but I don't really think we need to worry. Actually, wait until we start recruiting, which is not yet. Good, they're gone. Right, probably best exempt it from taxation just for the time being, because public order is going to be difficult to manage. Who owns this? It's still unoccupied. Let me just see about a peace treaty with Skavens. Not yet. So they've got 6 settlements left. We got to clear out this rebellion before we start recruiting. Or we should probably be sitting here when we are recruiting, because that way, if they take this, they're not going to be able to get past Serpent Coast without fighting us. Starting to run low on cash. Maybe... Okay, we can tax this now. Yeah. Yeah, we can tax it. That'll provide it. It'll still go down by -1 a turn. But the corruption's also still going away. Kind of annoyed. Okay, no, they're actually attacking over here. That's good. That's good. Could be good for trade. And this will reduce upkeep costs on our Stegodons, and you really should be getting a lot of them. You know, once it gets up that way. So I'll build that because it does increase our income, and this. You don't have to build the walls there. This is a pretty safe region, especially once you've conquered them. It's pretty safe. What about these guys? Why the hell? I don't know why they declared war on us. Can't negotiate with them. Okay, just forget about them then. Still, it's not good that they declared war on us, because the more enemies that you have, the more likely you are to accumulate even more enemies. One enemy at a time is ideal, at least at this stage of the campaign. Think of it like this, maybe one enemy for every army that you have. And since you've got one army, one enemy would be ideal. So they're coming back now that they see that we're left it undefended. They might actually capture the settlement. Let them capture it and then we kill them, and hopefully we'll get a couple of turns where we don't have to worry about them, so that we can actually recruit the troops that we need. Good. So they won. I'd like to see the Skaven actually fight back against them rather than just us. Don't think that's the same army. Probably shouldn't have been bothered with this. Gotta beat that and then come back here. Oh, Jesus. Okay, fine. Probably going to fight this manually. Nope, we won't. It's probably better than what I could have done. Still gonna finish it off. Alright. Force march to here. We're not gonna recruit. Even though we can. I mean, we can't while we're in force march. Let them capture the Golden Tower, and then we have to capture it back. And hopefully we leave this alone for a while. Now, I suppose what I could do is get a different general to recruit them. That way Kroq-Gar can still move around, and he can just transfer it over when he's done. Got the money. Expensive. So yeah, 3 turns to recruit them. But also, if we do this, we get extra recruitment capacity. But the problem here is I might not have enough money. How much does it cost each one? They won't be as expensive in Kroq-Gar's army. Can afford one more, but if I do this, then that'll... Wrong one. That'll cost 2,000. How much do each of these cost? Yeah, I could afford it. Right, it also gave experience for recruits, so let's do that. Ooh, low in cash, but I think we'll manage. There's more income coming through these other regions as well. No, I didn't mean to click that. Don't tell me. Alright, we're not going to lose Serpent Coast to... don't have the money for it. We're just a little bit short of it. Oh well. We'll be able to build it next time. What are they going to do? I hope they occupy it. Because then he's trapped in there. Yeah, that army's slightly weaker than the other one we fought him. Okay, cool. Then again, my army's slightly weaker as well. Arguably. I think we'll still win. Should be worth a fair bit of loot to capture that as well. So Lightning Strike will just help us reduce their morale. These guys here will count for pretty much nothing, so it's not a big deal. Yeah, we're not at full strength, but we'll be okay. Plus, since we did that right, an extra 25% loot on top of it. So yeah, we should be making a lot of money out of this. Provided we win, of course. So we got 2 extra units in our army. I thought they had 19. What happened to one of them? Maybe they had an agent that they took out. Whatever makes it easier for us. Also, I believe last time I had 18 units, not 20. Let's do this. And also, our army is slightly more experienced. And Kroq-Gar is actually more powerful against Skaven now. Best to have him attack things like rat ogres because he'll do more damage to them. He's always going to get loads of kills on, you know, crap units. No, attack them, attack them. We really need to get rid of those bombardiers. That's going well there. These shouldn't be here all on their own. Get over here. Need to keep them together. Although it doesn't really matter that much if they die, because we're going to be replacing them with regular Stegodons soon anyway. Got a little bit of a charge on there. Would have done a bit of damage, nothing major. We should really cycle charge though. Oh, shit. It's not the end of the world if any of them die now that we can actually replace them. I don't want it to die. He's taking so much damage. Get him out. Can fight over here where it's nice and easy. Or easier. I think it's that hell pit that's doing so much damage. He's nearly dead. Get him out, get him out, get him out. Just go stand over here. We got him out before he died. Here's the next one. It's going to take a lot of damage. Fighting that. Same with you. Got a cycle charge. Get back. Get over here, guys. Badly damaged. Don't care about the feral stegodons that much because we're replacing with regular ones. Right, get him out. He's taking too much damage. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to outrun that hill pit abomination, but try to. Surely the battle's over soon. Yeah, I'm not sure if that guy there is going to get away. And some guys over here. This is where we're having trouble. This is easy here. Get out of there. Yeah. I think this one's dead. He's kind of backing off from it, so that works for me. Ah, that one there died. Oh well, it's just a Bastillodon. They're to be replaced anyway. Looks like the battle's just about won, is it? Victories in our grasp, good. So it looks like we just lose one Bastillodon, but like I said, like they're good units, but they can't compete with Stegodons and Dinosaurs, so not a big deal to lose them. And they need to be replaced anyway. Good. So hopefully that takes them a couple of turns to rebuild that army. And also, Kreek will be knocked down for the better part of 2 or 3 turns. Gee, that one there cut it close.
Getting contract if you stay.
Alright, Kroq-Gar has just reached level 40. So with his last point, what should we give him? 7% extra health? Extra melee defense. Yeah, give him the extra hit points. Oh, right. Because he's providing that extra recruit slot. Well, I guess we'll just see what happens. Alright, re-upgrade that.
You must die.
Yeah. Hopefully we don't see any of them for 2 turns. That gives us time to recruit those other troops. Over here, good, making some money. And we're out of cash. Public order is reasonably stable. Alright, tablet of order. Okay, not a big deal, just research whatever we can, and let's move on. Alright, I'd say at this point here, the worst of it's definitely over. Well, not definitely, but... Soon Kroq-Gar's army is going to get even stronger. Get some actual artillery in there. You'd be surprised how many kills and how much damage that those Stegodons can do before the enemy gets to your front line. So get back over there so that this guy can continue recruiting. Don't worry about that province too much. But also gaining an extra buffer for public order here is good. So next turn, 5 of them will be ready, but the 6th one will take an extra turn. We'll see what our finances are like once that's been attached to the army. We might be able to recruit more. But at this stage here, don't bother expanding. Let's get our army to be even better. Gotta get to here, but I don't have any cash. Well, this is probably the least eventful turn so far. Let me just see if there's a trade agreement here that we can maybe establish. You get non-aggression pack for free, and then, there we go, good stuff. Not a whole lot of money, but it's better than nothing. No intention of attacking them. You can always just cancel it later anyway.
At your service. Welcome to the halls of Athaloran. What do you want? Of course.
Do not invoke the gods around Nevar.
Alright, cool. Looking good. Let's move on. Actually, I probably should have disbanded some of those units this turn. That way I could have not paid for them. Now, you got 2 skink chiefs in that army. You only need 1. The whole point of having the second one in there is just the extra experience. Now, if he was riding a Stegodon, he'd be able to pull his own weight in battle. But while he's on foot, doesn't do a whole lot. Because we've seen now that he doesn't provide any additional replenishment. But training him up for the next army that you recruit would be good, because you'll want to attach him to it. Now, another problem is, not necessarily a problem, but something that comes to mind, is that my particular playstyle with the Lizardmen is to just go Stegodon spam. But based on the way I saw that he leveled up Kroq-Gar, the player, he seemed to want to go with Saurus Warriors and Temple Guard. Now that's fine, but I don't think it's quite as good as doing things my way. So, Hand of the Gods. Guess we could do that battle. Now, if I attach any units over here, we'll run out of movement. It's not that big of a deal, though. So I'll take these. And you can have... him. Don't need the other one. Okay. Oh, no, we didn't use up all movement. Okay, that's good. We've still got enough money. So they cost 400 at the moment. And of course, if we got rid of him, we'll get a bit cheaper. Alright. So, Hand of the Gods. If we were to do this, what does it provide? Melee defense, melee attack, ward save, income from both post-battle loot, and that bound spell, which is okay. Not great. Why not? We're just sitting here waiting right now. It's gonna be a while before this revolts. Alright, we don't need this, get rid of it. Get that. Yeah. Alright, so let's do this for him. Can't remember fighting this battle. I'm sure we'll manage. I've got artillery superiority. They've got some artillery, but I've got superiority. Is it the Fallen Gates? Yeah, it is. Is this the same goddamn battle that they fight, that Mazdamundi fights as well? Here's where our artillery comes in handy. You can sit here and just do damage to them. You'll lose if the timer runs out. It's plenty of time. So like I said, pretty good quality artillery. And considering they're also, like if we were to compare their stats with like regular Stegodons, we also have to keep in mind that they've got some more experience. Armor is the same. Leadership, Stegodon's better, not that that matters, it's same speed. These have more melee attack, but it might have something to do with their experience. They've got more melee defense, might have something to do with their experience. Weapon strength, they've got more. Gotta wonder why. Got more charge bonus as well. So probably stat-wise exactly the same as feral Stegodons, but that extra artillery really comes in handy. How's it? They've got a little bit more experience as well. Okay, so they've shattered. Don't worry about that. Forward. Thing is as well, it's not that big of a deal. They do get exhausted while shooting, but what do they got? Eagle Claw Ball Throwers. So, it's at half health before it even gets here. What's it going for? Just let it, it's not important. This seems like a very scripted... Well, of course, it's a quest battle. It would be scripted, wouldn't it? Oh, it didn't last long. Good. Alright, let's save our ammo. That's just archers, not a big deal. Let's charge in there now. Yeah, really great spot to put the Eagle Claw bolt throwers right in front of a wall. They might have trouble shooting up here. If we can see the bounce of power, it would definitely be in our favor based on what I'm seeing here. Still got plenty of time. Hasn't even used up half our time yet. Don't have much ammo left. That's okay. Alright, what should we shoot? Probably... It actually doesn't matter. Just shoot anything. Almost out of ammo. Alright, let's go. All out attack. Oh, reinforcements. That's okay, we can handle them. What are they doing? Just ignore them. What does it matter? Come up over here. There's no more troops down there. I don't know what you're looking for. So these two here don't particularly matter anymore either. Another thing as well, having an all beast army, it makes magic almost useless against you. Things like this, it just doesn't do anything. Only hexes and spells actually increase and lower your stat actually do anything for them. Or to them. What on earth are they doing? Yeah, like I said, these two don't matter anymore. They'll be replaced soon. They're obviously scripted to try to get down there, not to attack. terrible. Don't throw them away if we don't have to. There we go. Good, that was easy. What the fuck? How the hell was that Pyrrhic? I mean, it doesn't really matter because he's already level 40, but it just doesn't make any sense. I mean, here's the thing: we lost half our army because these guys here accounted so heavily for it. I guess if we just didn't use them, it would have been a decisive victory. Good, so we got his other armor item now. So he's got them all now. Might as well grab this. It's not really particularly useful one way or another. Alright, we still got plenty of money. We can justify, I think, a few more Stegodons. Alright, get rid of those two now. So they're costing 400. Based on this, you could have 3 more in this army. So once he's finished recruiting, disband him. Alright. Public order there is good. Over here, yeah, it's okay. Then again, the corruption's going away. And over here, once that's built, that'll give us a lot of extra income. Cool, cool, cool. Don't worry about Lothern's rituals. It doesn't matter. Okay, this time though, I think it would be better if we don't let them take it. Considering how much finances we need. And we don't need him to stay here any longer. No, no alliance. Really need money more than anything. It's a complete trash army, but we don't want them to capture this. So we don't need him here anymore. It's still going to provide... They're still going to get done. Actually, grab that real quick. Good. I was worried about... Okay, yeah, that's fine. Come stand over here. Good, I'm gaining a little bit of public order. Then we've got to just hold out here for 2 more turns. And I think we can afford it, because we'll be disbanding the Bastillodons. Yeah. And then just getting rid of him, not him. Public order here is stable now, that's good. Is there anything else we can build? We don't have enough money. It's good to see he's at level 10. Give him that, because that's really going to come in handy when he gets the Stegodon. Remember, go for Stegodon, not Ancient Stegodon. I mean, if you want to do things my way, play whoever the fuck you want. All I recall is that I played using, or not using Stegodons, and using Stegodons, and definitely Stegodons is the way easier choice. So much more versatile. Yeah, you better run quick. Okay, yeah, we can definitely afford these additional troops here. That's not going to be a problem. Alright, anything to build? So we could build walls here, if we had the money. Just don't worry about it. Moving on. It's good. Things are very stable now. I mean, he's still got a tough enemy to deal with, but I think we've actually got more territory than they do. And you've got a pretty damn tough army. I wouldn't call it Doomstack just yet. You need to go all Stegodons. You need a feral... You need a Saurus All Blood on a Carnosaur. And you need a Wizard. That all takes time to get. Clan Moors are starting to peace out with people now that the jaws of death are starting to grip on them. It's good to see they're putting some pressure on them as well. Alright, it's done. So, you come out. They be disbanded. You know, you do need walls here, but it'll take 11 turns to get there.
You must.
There we go. That's a strong army. So strong that I think I can just force march over to here so that I can get there next turn.
No trophies today.
Really do need walls here. Because they're just going to look for any opportunity to attack it. Probably best to build walls here on Serpent Coast, because if they do manage to get to the Golden Tower, that's next. They're not going to get past any of these settlements. I could have sailed up here to grab that. That's 20,000 gold, but, you know, time it takes to get there and back, they may have captured the settlement. So send your next army to go and capture that once you've got a bit of wiggle room. Don't know if I can justify upgrading that right now. Move on. Start wrapping things up. We'll take that other settlement. And yeah, he really shouldn't have any serious trouble now. Like, it's still going to be a difficult campaign, but he's got the strongest army that I can give him for the time being. His finances are much better. He's got way more territory, obviously, and his enemy is weaker. That's the real thing. It doesn't matter so much if I don't give them a stronger empire, but if their enemies are fewer and not yet. Yet. Look, we'll capture that settlement. And if he wants to get a peace treaty with Clan Moors, that's entirely up to him. But I would recommend finish the job. Don't give your enemies time to rebuild. Because that's what he'll do. We've seen how strong he is. Take him out. He's one of the major factors in this game. Take him the fuck out. Looks like we can make it there. Cool. It's gonna make maintaining public order here more difficult, though. Rules can't auto-resolve this. Alright, let's do this. Now, given that we've got Stegodons, we've actually got artillery. So we could utilize our artillery and shoot them before we attack. Because it's hard to shoot them from point-blank range. So how are we going to go about that? So I have to first take out those two towers there. Or maybe even go via the center. Then destroy us. Yeah, I think I'll go through the center. This will be the last battle. Once we've taken this out. Just to give us an indication of how easy battles, well, sieges are going to be for him now. So of course they're going to use that thing, but it's going to do no damage. There's nothing here that they can... Yeah, the... What's it called? The menace below. Cool. Okay, I usually find doing this 3 at a time works reasonably well. Find a good angle, and shoot them. Now we could just go in there and attack right now, but you've got the ammo, why not use it? Might be better to shoot those ones there. Can't get them to fire at the ground. Okay, I got a better idea. Come around over here. And we'll shoot the guys up on the wall. I didn't need to destroy that section of wall. They'll have an excellent shot from here. Don't even worry about that. So they just need to take out the ones that are standing here first before they start targeting the ones in the center. It's a bit of a pain. They don't aim for the best spot to shoot. Once they start ripping through here, like each shot's gonna kill like 10. I keep missing. Okay, that's actually doing just jack shit, so that's not really working at all. Right. If I actually put them over on this side, it would be better. Because the problem is, if they're on the slant here, on the ramp, it just, you know, the shot hits the ground. What you want it to do is to come in and just slide across them and slaughter them. That's what you want. Now it's only Skaven Slave Slingers. See, that's much better there. But they'll replace it with other units once it's dead. So it's going much better. Not as well as I was hoping, but still pretty good. Alright, fuck it, let's just go on with it. Waste of time over it. Garrison that won't be able to defend itself anyway. Now, it's probably best we don't loot and occupy this, but since we have no idea where the revolt's actually going to attack from. It's a big province. Actually, maybe I should make a beeline for the capital. I know we have to like build it. Take the capital and then end it there. Of this province, that is. Now, if it was going to be a difficult siege, I would have, you know, cheesed it a little bit more, but it's not a difficult siege, it's just wasting time. of it. He'll recover in one turn as long as he doesn't take any more damage. Now I pushed over here really hard because if they broke, they run off the battlefield. Just a lot easier. Not here to kill them, just here to win. And also we've capped the town. So whichever happens first. There it is. Well, we went from the beginning of this SYDC to having no army, and basically one settlement, to having, well, one army that's pretty damn doomstackish. Gotta try and maintain public order until we get to that land. We're gonna make a beeline straight for it. There's another settlement over there, but I wouldn't worry about it. Just let's get to this one, because taking that's not going to cost us any men, because we don't have any to give. Just get that built. It's mainly for the revolt. Still don't know if I can justify keeping that there for the time being. They might send an army here to capture it. Hard to say. Need to make sure I leave 2,500 in reserve to capture this. Alright, let's move on. So like I said, I'll capture that, and then we'll end it there. And I would classify this as thoroughly unfucked. The Skaven do not seem as threatening as they were before. They've got to worry about the High Elves down here, and they're worrying about us from the north as well. So we've got them sandwiched. Look at their strength ranking now. They must have lost another army. Maybe these regions here were their high recruitment areas, where they were getting all their bloody spam, what's it called, storm vermin. Now they can only get it from one province. They're struggling to recruit. I think the big thing that screwed them up was going through that ritual, because they lost that land because of it, and they didn't end up succeeding with the ritual. This is what I keep saying. You know, don't go through the rituals. Turns to get there. How long will it take to revolt? If we force march, probably not going to get there any faster. How many territories do they have?
What?
5 territories. So if we add it up, they've got 1 here. They don't have this one. 2, 3, 4, 5. That's where they are. So maybe up here is their main recruitment settlement. So we're just going to bypass it right over here to get to there. We've got 3 turns until it revolts. Over here, start building the walls just so they don't send like a tiny pitiful force to go and capture it. I still have enough money. So yeah, just leave him there. Well, I tell you what, we really brought this campaign from the brink of defeat. Quite satisfied with the ending of this. No, don't get any allies. It's not worth it. Yeah, it looks like Queek's having a bit of a hard time. Oh, that settlement's destroyed as well. You can tell because it's a there's a Chaos Shrine there, so that's not actually where their other settlement is. They must have another one, maybe even further north. Doesn't matter. Yeah, 99 turns. You got plenty of time till that happens. Build a geomantic web here should increase the public order. If that's a plague rat, then we should capture the settlement, but then don't stand there or else we'll get plague as well. But I don't know which one it is. If it's an earthquake rat, it doesn't matter. So they've gone and done the same thing we did. Okay, no, it's of course earthquake. That's fine. Oh, they recaptured it. Huh. Oh, saves me having to do it. Best be let. Oh no,
Not for long.
it's gonna revolt anyway. There you go. Didn't even need to spend any money on it. Probably best not do that right now. Because of this, it's gonna smash up. But anyway, that is done. I don't... Like, if you want to, go to Clan Wars, and if you're done fighting them, do so. They're ready to peace out. I'll leave that up to you. But, we are done here. Anyway, that's the end of this one. This campaign is thoroughly unfucked, and we'll see you next time, fuckers.